Welcome to another vlog, you guys. This time, we are not in any busy corner of Delhi or around the world. However, please do enjoy the ambience, the sounds from the background because I've left the door to my balcony open here. So there might be some sounds from the background. Either way, I should be audible. And this vlog is going to be a little different because it has my cup of tea in it, chai, and obviously we are vlogging, so it's going to be a chai vlog. But more importantly, number one, number one, new places, new people, new experiences. All of the things that people say or people share about traveling, and it is true from the places that I have been to, UK or Italy or Malta or even other parts of within India. Anywhere you go, it's a new experiences, and there's no line to that. And there's something about going to a place that you've never been before, and the experience that comes as a result of it, the place, the people, the culture, all of those things add up and make that experience very unique. So I would say, yeah, the number one reason why I love traveling is because you get to experience all of these things that you wouldn't otherwise. Memories, you create memories, wonderful, great memories. I remember, like, some of these memories may not always be the best, like in terms of why you'd remember them. They can also be bad memories, but eventually, like, after traveling for a certain amount of time and then you look back, you think, wow, I did that, I experienced this, and I can share it as a conversation starter at least. So memories is very good. My number third reason is perspective. Perspective is so important, and, like, I mean, if I'm from India, and if I had not traveled out of India at some point, if I hadn't traveled out of India, I wouldn't know about how things were in other parts of the world, whether it be in the Middle East or even in Europe or America, because all of these places, they have their own culture, their own heritage, their own way of living, and I wouldn't experience those personally as a human being. And I think that's what part of traveling is, because you travel to experience the heritage, the culture, the communities, and all of these things included. And I wouldn't have been able to do that if I hadn't traveled. So yeah, perspective is one of the very key things why I travel. Number four, the excitement of traveling, and like, excitement can come in one of two ways, right? It can come in a good way because you're excited about going to a new place, or you could even be excited for uh, 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 you could be excited because you lost a train ticket or you lost your flight ticket, and now, like, the adrenaline's pumping and you don't know what to do, so you're like, you got to think on your feet and plan something else, and do the next best thing, and that is a different kind of excitement. You wouldn't say it's excitement from, at least most people wouldn't call that excitement, but I think about it as a form of excitement. Although it's, I think a lot of people would call it anxiety, but I'll call it excitement.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Alright, so those are the four things I love about traveling. Things I hate about traveling. Packing. Even if it is a small trip, I do not like packing my bag up, and it takes a bit of time for me to understand what I need exactly, and I frankly don't like packing. So one of the reasons why I hate traveling, packing. I I I hate the travel and logistics part. especially if you do a long trip, and this applies a little more in India as well for me, because when I do like an interstate travel trip, there aren't always buses on time, or sometimes even if they are on time, there's no right designation of where a bus will be stopping or going, and it creates this kind of anxiety again about which bus do I take, where do I go, where does this stop, will I be notified. And we are getting better on some of those things because there are major travel agents, tour operators, who send out notified text messages and so on and so forth. But even if it's like traveling somewhere outside the country, it's just like all the logistics, all the tickets, all the places that you have to, the boarding time, the waiting time. I just wish there was a machine that could take you from place A to B like that. That would be so much better, but no, we haven't got there yet, mate. So yeah, I hate travel and logistics. People, culture, and society. And it's funny, I know some of you might say I'm a bit of a hypocrite. Maybe I am, I don't know. But when you travel to a new place, and then there's a new culture, there's a new kind of norm. People are different. People behave and act differently compared to where you live. And now this is even, for example, being in India, going from one state to another. There is differences, obviously, because it's so diverse even within the country, and this diversity sometimes doesn't always play in your favor because you're always used to having things done in a certain way, and when you go to a different place, people are different and the culture is different, and this is amplified even more when you go to a completely different country, you know. I've been to countries where things are different, where you act in a certain way which is not acceptable in a foreign land. So all of those kind of things makes me hate travel. I just wish it was one world, one kind of people, or one kind of culture, but then that wouldn't add to the spice, which is the variety of life. You need it to be spicy. Anyway, those were my but having said that, you guys know me, I love traveling whatever it be, and there's always pros and cons. There's two sides of every coin, and despite the limitations of travel, despite the drawbacks, I have always loved being in new places, traveling to new places, and I probably will. So, to all of my friends who like to travel with me, cheers to you. If you like this vlog, make sure you give it a like, subscribe if you want, share to see more of these videos. Let me know how you found this video in the comment section. Follow my Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter if you want to. Links are in the description. And I'll see you in another vlog, maybe in a new place. We'll be somewhere in Delhi or outside Delhi, I don't know. But I will let you know. Until then, I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.